It was the same thing every day, you know. He'd always find a way to take a crack at me.
Hey John, can you even see that pen under your fat gut?
Sometimes I pretend not to hear, you know, just hoping he'd move on to something else.
It's lucky you picked that pen up so quickly, you know. None of us guys have got enough time to walk 10 Ks around you.
The worst thing was he'd always get everyone to stare at me too.
Hey man, you know, it's not all bad being so fat, you know. At least when you go out by yourself, you still get a group discount. Am I right, guys?
Got so bad I really had to come to work.
Oh, come on, mate, you know, I'm just having a joke, you know, having a laugh. Wait, guys, back me up here. We're having a laugh, aren't we? God, man, chill out. Jeez.
Fat was just like a big fat joke to Peter and his mates. I hated it. I hated everything.
Bullying behaviour can range from very obvious physical or verbal assaults to subtle psychological abuse. Intimidating someone by making inappropriate and belittling comments or making someone the butt of a joke is bullying and will not be tolerated in any wholesome workplace. Peter may have intended his comments to be a joke, but it is clear that John is offended and humiliated by the behaviour. It's important to remember that bullying is not defined by what was intended, but rather how it is perceived by the victim.
I reckon I can handle myself pretty well around the blokes.
Hey, Nat.
Hey, John. But there's this one guy and he's just totally wrong.
Hey, naughty Nat. How's it hanging?
He's a total sleaze.
Hey, Nat, come here. I got a question for you. Come here.
And no matter what I do, I just can't avoid him. I mean, we work together. What, Peter?
Do you reckon I drew the tits big enough? What? James reckons they're bigger. I just reckon that you stuff your bra.
He makes me feel like a piece of meat. Actually, worse. I am really good at my job, but it's like that means nothing.
It's a good drawing though, right? Good likeness.
Making physical contact or engaging in behaviour such as staring, leering, making suggestive comments about a person's appearance, making references about a person's sexual orientation, and placing sexually explicit images or comments on notice boards are all examples of sexual harassment. Peter may have intended his behaviour to be a joke, but it is clear that Natalie was uncomfortable and felt embarrassed. You should never assume that someone will find your behaviour funny, and if in doubt, don't do it.
It started as soon as I got the job.
What's going on? Come on, Sue, I asked for that report an hour ago. If you went any slower, you'd have cobwebs on you.
I'm sorry, Peter, I'll be ready in 10 minutes.
Not good enough.
You'd make me so nervous I'd start stuffing up what I was doing, which only made it worse.
Oh, God, what the hell is this, Sue? Look, you've written 2015 down here. You are so stupid. Seriously, do you not even know what year it is? Or were you just thinking about when your biological clock's going to go off, huh?
He would constantly have a go at me for being a woman. Like that makes any difference.
God, it's not boyfriends or shoes or makeup or some other chick crap, seriously. How do you guys get anything done?
It was really bad. And there wasn't anything I could do. He's my boss. And didn't he let me know it?
You know, I can fire you anytime I want. I got chicks ringing me every day for your job. Prettier chicks than you as well, you know? At least when they stuff up, I got something nice to look at.
I just didn't know what to do.
Yelling at someone in the workplace may be considered bullying and is never acceptable. Likewise, it is never acceptable to intimidate, insult or harass someone because of a particular personal characteristic such as race, colour, ethnic origin, disability, or in this case, gender. Harassing behaviour of this nature breaches wholesome policy and may also breach anti-discrimination or human rights legislation.
I like a good joke as much as the next guy, you know.
Hey, fried rice! You're not in Beijing now, mate. Come on!
But Rob's jokes just weren't funny. They were racist.
I don't know how you got your licence, mate. You drive like you play Aussie rules, you lot. Bloody terrible!
He just didn't know when to stop.
Maybe if you opened your slanty eyes, you might be able to see better, eh?
The other guys looked up to Rob, and it made it really hard to try and fit in.
There he is. Hey, Ching! You might want to get some driving lessons, mate. You're really slowing me down out there.
Sure, Rob. My name is Cheng, by the way. I loved my job.
What did he say?
This guy would just ruin my day every time I saw him. I used to be really happy, but now even my wife's noticed a difference.
Discrimination is any behaviour that makes distinctions between groups of people on unlawful grounds, so as to treat some less favourably than others. There are many grounds of unlawful discrimination, including racial discrimination. Remember, employees and contractors may be held personally liable for discriminatory behaviour in the workplace, while Wholesome may be held vicariously liable.
Hey, Cheng, do they make chicks like this in China? Oh, come on. Come on, mate, look at that. Oh.
Viewing or placing sexually explicit materials around the workplace is considered sexual harassment. Sexually graphic materials, posters, calendars or emails are all inappropriate material in the workplace. Viewing or displaying such material in the workplace will be considered a breach of Wholesome policy, and offenders will be disciplined accordingly.
Bullying, harassment and discriminatory behaviour have no place at Wholesome Australia. If you are subjected to or witness any form of this behaviour, you should report it to your immediate supervisor or manager as soon as possible. If you do not feel comfortable discussing the situation with your supervisor or manager, please contact a member of your business unit human resources team, or failing that, the confidential whistleblower line. Bullying, harassment and discrimination can happen at any level of our organisation. All reported breaches will be investigated and disciplinary action taken where required. Remember, we are all responsible for creating a safe and supportive work environment where everyone is treated with tolerance, dignity and respect. Thanks for all that you're doing.